All right, math for Tuesday, October 20th. Our goals today, you're going to describe and compare shapes, identify faces and nets of solid figures. Don't know what it says figures. I will find the surface area and volume of solid objects. Okay, let's get started. We've talked about some of these shapes already, what a cube and a rectangular prism, a cone, cylinder, square pyramid, rectangular pyramid, and triangular pyramid. So we've talked about these. We've talked about the faces, we've talked about the edges, we've talked about the vertex, we've talked about all those parts of these shapes. Well, now we're going to talk about the net, okay? And what that is, basically just think of how a net can surround something, okay? So if this was all taken apart, and then grabbed back up together, it would make a cube. If someone took all this apart, these are the pieces that would make this shape, okay? So what we are going to do is, sorry, I'm gonna try to go to the ends. I kind of like to work backwards on these because they give more information at the end. Okay. So this is a ball cart. These are the flat shapes that make up the ball cart. So each one of these could be folded. If this is folded all the way up, this one goes up higher, this one over here, this one here, and then these pieces, this would make this cube. Okay, so this piece is here. All these pieces are part of this. Choose a flat shape that is in the ball cart. So inside this cart, these are all the pieces. Are any of these pieces a circle? No. Are any of these pieces square? Yes. Okay, let's continue so we can see if we know. Rectangle? No. Triangle? No. And a sector? No.
Square.
So the ball cart is made up of only squares. So we're looking at all of the flat shapes, the faces that make up the shape. This is a climbing wall. These are the flat shapes that make up the climbing wall. Choose a flat shape that is in the climbing wall. Are there any circles? No. Is there a square?
Square.
Yes. Is there a rectangle? No. Is there a triangle? Yes.
Triangle.
Okay, so either of these are correct. It just says choose a flat shape that is on the climbing wall. So either of these, you could choose triangle or you could choose square. Okay, both of those are correct because we can see both of those shapes. Okay, your assignment might look like this. Choose the net that makes up the shape. Well, we already looked at this ball cart, so what shape belongs here? If we were to undo all these edges, what would it look like? Would it look like rectangles? Would it look like triangles and a square, or all squares? We'll make all squares. Okay, then we're going to type these numbers in this time. How many of each of these? Are there any circles? 0.
0.
Are there any triangles? 0.
0.
Are there any sectors?
0.
How many square faces do we see? Remember how many faces a square or a cube has. If you're not sure, you can count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
And then how many rectangular faces? Does this have any rectangular faces? No.
0.
Okay, same thing for this one. Choose the net that makes this up. Which one of these looks like this if it's all opened up? Nice. You're then going to go through and choose how many of each of these. How many circular faces do you see? How many triangular faces do you see? Yours also might look like this. On this one, it's a little bit different just because they don't have the shape kind of highlighted in yellow, but you'll be able to do this as well. Which one is the same? We're going to choose this one again. And then again, you're going to answer all of these, write the type in the number or identify the number that you need to go in those. Okay, we are now finding the surface area. So find the surface area of the cube. And I'm just going to stop myself for a second. If you would like to stop the video and complete your assignment on the nets, that would probably be a good idea since you just listened to how to do it, and then it'll be fresh in your mind. So go ahead and stop or pause the video, complete that assignment, and then move along. I just feel like this might be a lot to take in today since it's all new things. but whichever you prefer. So we're finding the surface area. So what we have to do first, we're going to read the directions. It tells you exactly what to do and what numbers to put where. Okay, find the area of one cube face. And then you're like, oh darn, I don't remember how to do that. How do I find the area? Remember, it's length times width, right? How long and how wide. So it says how many units long is one cube. So we can go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5. And how many units wide? Well, it's a square, so I hope this is the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 times 5 is 25 units squared. Now it says there are 6 cube faces. So add the area of one cube face 6 times. So here's our area of one cube face, 25. So you're going to write 25 plus 25 plus 25, and you're going to continue doing that. So you're going to add it all up, and then you're going to find out what you can add them all using your calculator, and then you can figure out what your unit squared is, and that number is going to go here. And then you're also going to put that number down here. Your assignment might also look like this. This is a rectangular prism, okay? So it's not a cube this time. You need to do it a little bit differently. They color-coded this so that you can find the area of each one of these spots individually. So first you're going to find the length and width of the purple, and then the green, and then the yellow, and then red, orange, and blue. Okay, so you're going to find all of those, and then down here, it's kind of hard to see, but it'll probably be easier on yours. It does give you the colors. So once you figure out length and width for your purple, we're going to take this number and put it down here for purple, okay? So you're going to take your unit squared, what the area is for just the purple, and put it here. The area of the green goes here. So that color coding really helps us to figure out what the steps are to figure out the surface area of a rectangular prism. Okay, last thing today, we are finally working on volume. I thought we were going to do it yesterday, but then I forgot about triangles. So here we are today, talking about volume. So volume is the three-dimensional space inside. So when we were talking about the net is all the space on the outside, okay? All of these outside, but now we're talking about the volume, all the space inside. Okay, so if yours looks like this, please just look at the directions. What is the volume of the solid shape? We don't know, right? This is step by step how to do it. And that's why I really enjoy how this kind of makes us slow down and figure out each step instead of just plugging it all into our calculator, okay? I could easily tell you how to do this, but this is telling us why we need to do it that way. So how many units long is the bottom row? So it's telling us it's blue. So how many? The length is 2. And then we're putting it here because eventually we're going to take this number that's color coded and we're going to put it down here. Okay, so work nice and slowly. Follow the colors and put your numbers in, and then this won't be quite as overwhelming for you. Okay, this concludes our math stuff for today. Please let me know if you need any help, and we can either set up a Google Meet or some other way that we can work through this together. Because remember, if I have a meeting with you online, I am able to share my screen with you. So you could see my screen and we could do this actually live together if that makes you feel better about it. So please let me know. Don't get frustrated. Try to contact me, send me an email, give me a call, and we will set that up so that you aren't feeling frustrated or overwhelmed. All right, thanks for working hard.